Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In my last video I mentioned that I'd had some really good engagement off the back of my decluttering videos, and one video that I've seen kind of bouncing around this year on YouTube is about beauty inventories. So I thought I would count up what I've got left post declutter and kind of talk to you about it and where I want to move my collection to. So getting all my stuff out and decluttering it all made me just think, what the fuck am I doing? Like, I have got so much stuff. I've literally spent thousands of pounds buying things to put on my face. I only have one face. There's never any need for me to have like 10 mascaras in my drawer, which at one point, that was what it was like. So the decluttering aspect that you saw is much better than it was, but it was still just so much stuff. So over this year and into the new year, like 2020, I'm going to work really hard to reduce the amount of stuff that I have. There's going to be some aspects of my beauty collection that are going to stay big. Lipstick is like one thing that I love to play with. I wear lipstick every single day. But there are some things like glitters and pigments. I go out like twice a year. I don't need as many as I've got. So I went through my collection and I wrote down, where is the page, everything that I have in like sections. Where I am now, I'm going to redo this in June, and then I'm going to redo it at the end of the year. And I've also set myself a target of where I kind of want to be with regards to my collection size. So as it stands, I've got 3 primers. I definitely know that I've got the primerizer because that is the one thing so far this year I've purchased beauty-wise, because my skin is like grim. I have got the Professional, and I've completely forgotten what the third one is. Can't remember, but I've got 3 primers and I want to get that down to 2. So I want like a moisturising one and a kind of pore filling mattifying one, because I think there are 2 things that I will get a lot of use out of. So far I've got 16 foundations. I know for a fact that the IT Cosmetics CC cream is my favourite, so I just need that in a couple of shades to last me sort of throughout all the colours of my skin, changing throughout the year, and then I will be happy. So I'm looking to reduce that by a quarter and bring that from 16 to 4. Concealer wise, I've got 6. I don't wear a lot of concealer. Why have I got 6 concealers? So I'd like to bring that down to 2. One kind of higher coverage for any zits that I get, and then one brightening one, like the Age Rewind Maybelline one for under my eyes, because they do get a little bit dark. Powder wise, I've got 5. I want to bring that down to 2. The Coty Airspun is my favourite loose setting powder. I'm so sorry, my throat is so sore today. So I want 1 loose one, 1 pressed one. I don't feel that I actually need anything more than that. So why have I got 6? Sorry, 5. So I want to reduce that by 3. Setting sprays, I've got 4. One of them is kind of nearly there. It's the Urban Decay setting spray. But I know for a fact the Glam Glow one is my favourite. Why do I need 4 when I know how much I love the Glam Glow one? So I think I want to get that down to 2, being the big Glam Glow, and then maybe like a mini Fix Plus or something for wet Pigments, or even just a mini of the Glam Glow, so that I've got a big one and a small one for travel. Blush, I've got 14. I did get rid of quite a lot during my declutter, but I want to bring that down to kind of 10. I feel like blush is a product I'm not going to be able to get through 14 in a year, so I think to reduce it by 4 and not buy any more over the year is a good way to start. Highlight wise, I've got 16. I don't think I'm going to reduce that by a great deal. I'm kind of looking to bring it down to around the 15 mark, so only reduce it kind of by 1, just because I like to switch up the kind of colours and the formulas that I use. Quite a lot of them I buy are like mini ones, so that aspect is going to stay quite large. We have got 1 contour powder, which is the Kevyn Aucoin sculpting powder. It's my favourite. It's on its last leg, so it may need replacing at some point this year, but 1 contour is good for me. And then we get to face palettes. So this is anything that's got kind of more than 1 product in. So I've got like an Inglot one, I've got a NYX one, I've got the Hourglass powders. Apologies if I look a little bit different, my camera just cut out for absolutely no reason, but I think I was at face palettes, and basically I have one face. I probably would like to get this down to maybe 3, so kind of half it. I do like a face palette for travel, and I do really like the Hourglass ambient lighting powder palette thing that I've got, so I think I'm going to try and half that. Mascara wise, I've got 2 mascaras on the go, a Buxom one and a Rimmel Volume Shake. 2 is good for me. Sometimes I like length, sometimes I like volume, sometimes I like both, so 2 is good for me. Brow wise, I've got 7 products. I've got 1 set of eyebrows. I want to reduce that down to kind of 2. So at the minute I've got pencils, I've got gels, so I'd like to kind of keep that to a gel and a powder, a pencil, sorry. Yeah, I think 2 is a good one for me. Eyeliners are now at 10. I'd like to reduce that by half to 5. What do I really need? Like a black, a blue, a grey and a brown. Maybe like a purple. There's 5. Why have I got 10? Don't need 10. But I also don't want to throw them away for the sake of it, so just knowing that I've got all of this in my stash will hopefully prevent me from aimlessly purchasing when I just don't need it. Liquid liner wise, I've got 7. As you probably saw in my declutter videos, I'd be like, oh, there's another one. Oh, there's another one. So I'd literally be out and about just picking one up for the sake of it. And now I've got 7. I know what's my favourite, so I'm going to keep, hopefully, by the end of the year, I'll be at 1 for the Collection Extreme Pencil or whatever it's called, which I'm wearing now, and then a liquid liner, like a pop kind of liner. Glues and primers, I want to half that. I've currently got 4. I want to get that down to 2. 1 for like a glitter glue and then 1 for an eyeshadow base. That's all I need. Shadow sticks, I've got 4. Again, I want to half that and bring that down to 2. One that I know I will keep is the By Terry Misty Rock. Every time I wear that I get so many compliments. And then maybe just like a bronzy or a kind of golden one. That's kind of all I need. So I'm going to work on clearing out those. Lip pencil wise, I've got 9. I want to go over half that and go down to 4. So I don't know, like a red, a pink, a nude and a dark nude. That's all I need. I don't use them a lot. And then we get to lipsticks. I've got 140 lipsticks following the declutter. I bet that was more along the lines of sort of 250 prior to that. But like I say, I love lipstick and that's always going to be a massive part of my identity, and it's a big part of what I like to wear. I like to swap it up. So I'm looking to kind of reduce that, and I don't think this will happen in a year, but down to kind of 85. I feel like that would be a sweet spot for me. So that's liquid lips, glosses, bullets and sort of pencil type lip products. That's literally everything. Eyeshadow palettes, woo, we're at 24. I think maybe in and around 20 is probably a sweet spot for me. Again, I do really like eyeshadow, but I'm very samey with it. So I'm not going to rush out and purchase palettes willy-nilly like I normally would. I feel like I've got a really good rounded collection, so I'm going to be super good and try and reduce that by 4. Glitters and pigments, I've got 15. Like I say, I go out like 3 times a year, twice a year. I don't need 15. I do really like how pigments look, but I wouldn't wear them every day for work because people would be like, who does she think she is? So I'm looking to reduce that by about 1/3 and bring that down to around 10. That does include my Stila and my Pixie liquid eyeshadow glittery goodnesses. I definitely won't be getting rid of any of those, but I have got those Barry M kind of liquid pigmenty shadow things, and also my loose Inglot. Apologies, I've died again. I don't know why, but we're on the last section anyway. I've got 11 Colourpop shadows. I want to bring that down to around 8. I think they're beautiful quality, but I've got lots of Colourpop ones that are kind of duped in my palettes, and because a palette is easy to carry around, I don't necessarily need all the Colourpop ones. So I think bringing that down by 3 is achievable. Again, it might not happen this year. I'm not going to throw stuff away just because, you know, if I'm not using it and it could go to someone and get used, then I will do that, but I'm not going to willy-nilly throw away. So that's kind of where I plan to be in the future. I set myself a no-buy for January, which I succeeded, and then in February, so far, we're halfway through the month and I've purchased 1 item, being the primerizer from Smashbox. just because I really, really wanted it. But I think I'm going to continue the no buy into March. There's nothing that I need, and kind of bringing everything out kind of just embarrassed me a little bit. Looking at everything I have, and it's just so excessive. So I'm gonna, you know, I'm gonna work at using what I have in a different way and kind of spicing up how I look without going out with the sole purpose of spending money and buying new things. So I hope that's okay with you. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm sorry that my voice is just absolutely knackered, that the camera keeps cutting out, but I hope you have a wonderful week, and I will see you in my next video.